My name is Nwaka Onwusa, and I'm the Chief Curator and Vice President of Curatorial Affairs here at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. So we will start here to the left. Tina Turner, the Queen of Rock and Roll, and she has been named and coined the Queen of Rock and Roll. She is, and it's so beautiful that we have her private dancer dress here in the exhibit. Yes, it's the red dress that's in the middle. It was actually a gift or she gifted it to an MTV VJ. I want to say Mara Quinn. Mara loved the dress on Tina. Tina was like, okay, well, here you go. You can have this dress. So she let her have this, and now we have it. And Mara's loaned it to the Rock Hall.
How does that work? The loans?
The loans, yes. So that's always like the curious thing. So loans can happen in a very in a number of ways. So either someone like Mara Quinn can loan an artifact to the Rock Hall, and we agree upon a period of time, or an artist can donate artifacts to the museum, which means it's a gift, and that is, you know, a part of our permanent collection. So we see all across the board, whether it's from artists, whether it's from collectors, it doesn't matter. So yeah.
Awesome.
Let's keep going. Like the music just got louder. I'll talk loud. It'll be fine. So one of the other historic moments for us this year, we are inducting the father of the blues, of the Delta blues, who is responsible, of course, he is definitely responsible for rock and roll and everything as we know it, hip hop, jazz, whatever. Charlie Patton is being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So over 100 years old, we're talking of rock and roll history here.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing.
That is so cool.
Another bit that, watch your back, sorry. So another bit that I love, we're standing in front of Todd Rundgren's installation here. I mean, he's truly the jack of all trades when it comes to music. Deep connections to Ohio in general, has performed here for a number of years. The fashion. Look at this outfit. I want to wear this.
You could pull it off. Absolutely.
I want to wear this.
Oh, you would love that.
All of his looks, actually, I mean, from this beautiful chiffon, colorful, multicolored outfit with the moccasins. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. Like his music, just as beautiful as his music. So we're honored that we have this piece, and this is all from his collection, personal collection of Todd Rundgren. The next one that we talk about is Billy Preston.
Tell me a little bit about Billy Preston.
Yes, Billy Preston. So again, we coined him as the fifth Beatle. He composed and wrote on the Beatles' Let It Be album. Hello. Yeah. Okay, so drop the mic there. That's where we drop the mic.
That's
honestly enough.
You can just put that on a poster and let it be.
Fifth Beatle, the end. But in his own right, outside of the Beatles, has penned and coined countless hits, including 2 songs that were top hits that were instrumentals.
Right.
What do you mean? How does an instrumental become a top hit? But he was able to do that in that period of time, which is historic.
And that is.
Oh my God! So that's one of my favorite.
What is that?
I had no idea that Billy Preston wore a wig. So he did wear a wig, and this is a part of his display and exhibit. I mean, but this is a part of his look. So people who know Billy Preston know him for having a beautiful afro. Here's one of the wigs that he wore. And again, here we are in front of the Foo Fighters display, from Dave Grohl's guitar to their first demo cassette. Their demo tape, this dates back to 1994. The fact that we have this is absolutely amazing. One of my other favorite pieces is this paper towel that has their set list written on it.
Oh, it's a paper towel.
It's a paper towel. Look at this.
I love
The fact that this has stood the test of time. I want to say this is from 2000. The fact that we have this and it still exists.
I'm telling you, paper towel is good.
A paper towel?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Come on, amazing quality. So for those who are super Foo fans, they might remember some of these collectible items. So
Is that like from their first days or something?
yes, exactly. So some things from music videos, and just some props from other music videos as well. So the Foo Bright toothpaste, the Foo Toast, like Mentos. I mean, so they like to have fun with their brand, with their, with the music, and that's what I love. They humanize their experience.
Oh, I love it.
Next is another favorite of mine.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You've seen, obviously, you and I have been around musicians. Why do you think the Foo Fighters, or like, they're so personable?
They're so personable.
Why? Like how? Like why do you attribute that to?
I just think keeping it real, that's the heart of what rock and roll is. Yeah. I mean, all of the musicians that we have in this exhibit and that we're celebrating, and all of our inductees, have embodied and personified moments of just keeping it real, being their most authentic self. You're making me look behind us are the Go-Go's, like looking at Brandy's dress here of the Go-Go's, one of the members, she hand-painted Resist. The originality, that's so humanistic. It's like, that's something like, thinking out of the box.
They were like 30 years ahead of the curve.
So ahead of the curve. When you look at when you look at someone like Billie Eilish or some of these artists who are coming up in that resistance vein,
I can't believe it.
It was already done. This is in the 80s, and they continue to transcend and so see, she's wearing that dress right here.
Okay, beautiful. That's a classic.
Jane Weedland.
I love it.
Jane Weedland. Yep. So I love that we have these pieces of history here. Randy Rhodes, he's receiving the Musical Excellence Award this year. And so that's also another thing I want to point out. Billy Preston, Randy Rhodes, and LL Cool J are receiving the Music Excellence Award.
Okay.
That's the category. So we have 5 different categories.
Right.
And we distinguish it by their impact. Randy Rhodes died when he was 25. 25 years old. So, I mean, truly a trailblazer.
And he did so much in 25 years. That's
right? So you think about so many, we've been blessed with amazing musicians who have given us 25 years of their life. He makes me think of Tupac. Someone with like these large bodies of work.
Remind me to tell you after we're done filming about the Janis Joplin story.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, like Jim Morrison, like it's crazy. So anyway, the fact that we have this piece, this electric guitar, and the Rhodes case that came with it, truly, he drew the makings of this flying V guitar, again, on a paper napkin, on a piece of paper. Oh gosh, what year did he die? It definitely was probably like 82.
Oh wow.
But don't quote me, early 80s.
Okay, cool. All right.
Early 80s.
Yeah, peak Aussie, right?
Yeah, he came on tour with Ozzy. Yeah, truly transcended rock and roll.
Gil Scott-Heron, what a great induction.
So he is absolutely amazing induction moment. He, truly we call him like one of the fathers of hip hop music because of his, layering the poetry over music that wasn't really done during that time in the 70s. Predates hip hop. And so he was just very open, has roots to Ohio, would study and would perform at Kent State University. So a really big deal, got around. I love that we have his memoirs and pages from his memoirs. He was a prolific writer. He was a poet, a writer. I love this photo of him and Stevie Wonder as well. This is on the tour from Hotter Than July. Is it Hotter Than July? Yes, Hotter Than July. Hotter Than July. And let me know, I've been talking all day. And basically, Stevie Wonder used that tour to really campaign for Martin Luther King Day becoming an actual holiday.
Oh, he did?
It was not a holiday until 1983, but it was because of the music. When you talk about the power of music and how it can really create change, and people like, music is not political. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. It's been political from the very beginning. From the beginning of time. So again, using that joyful record, that album ends with happy birthday
Yeah.
to you, right? That's
Yeah,
the song for
yeah.
Martin Luther King. And so Gil Scott was on that tour. I love this moment, capturing that joy.
Oh my God, I'm so happy we're putting up a spotlight on this.
Yes, it's
People need to
so
know
important. So important.
Thank you.
Much important history. We would not have Martin Luther King Day if it was not for Stevie Wonder and Gil Scott
I
here.
love how the Rock Hall is really like spreading like the wealth of knowledge. 360. Oh my God, I am so humbled.
360, and in the words of Tina, 24/7.
Yeah.
So yes, we
Okay.
already touched a little on the Go-Go's.
Yes, real quick of the Go-Go's.
So this itinerary, this is their
Oh, their tour
touring-
dates?
Yes, tour dates, their international tour dates.
Yeah, love it.
Yes,
Off
but
day.
you can see Cleveland is right there on the bottom there. So
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Day off.
yep, and so they performed at the Agora Ballroom in 1981.
Is the Agora still open?
The Agora is still open.
love that.
The Agora is still open. So again, talk about some of that history. Todd Rundgren also performed at the Agora as well.
Oh, yeah.
So a number of these artists have come through Cleveland, which is beautiful.
yeah, absolutely.
Cleveland's a huge bedrock.
All right, let's
And we're
move on
listening to Carole King.
King.
So this is probably the piano where you can hear this track being played.
Right.
So this piano she used to compose many of her recordings. So I don't want to quote and say like the song we're listening to now, but it's too late. Okay?
Yeah,
I mean, the
there it
lyrics, the
is.
handwritten, here it is, right in front of your face. One of my favorite things
Oh my
that I
God,
love.
this is stunning.
Isn't it?
I love this moment.
Right?
Thank you. That was really nice.
And this piano she had, well, it was at her daughter's home, so it's just been there. But this piano she used to compose. The check I absolutely love. So this was a bet. Her mother bet her that the hit, Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow? Okay, so that's a Shirelles song. Number one, a little bit more history. The Shirelles were the first African-American group to top on the Billboard charts with that hit. Carole King wrote it. Carole King wrote that, and so her mom bet her that, hey, this is gonna be a million seller, and this song, and Carol's like, no, and she's like, I bet you $4.
There's the $4.
This is a check for $4.
Oh my God, I love that. I love it.
Talk about
What a
that,
great story.
right?
It's cool.
Right? Absolutely beautiful moments. Oh yeah, sorry. And this other piece I love, this is her childhood record player.
Beautiful.
Just absolutely love that moment. So,
Tell you what, in East Nashville, that would be like a vintage, like fancy thing.
right?
Yeah.
Then we get to Kraftwerk. So they truly, from Trans Europe Express, The Model, Computer Love, Autobahn, I mean, they really set the precedent and set the tone for where hip hop music could go through electronic music, through synthesizers. That's why it's like rock music, rock and roll music does not get to where it is without guys like this, without Charlie Patton, without everything is influenced. We're all interwoven together.
They're German, right?
Yes, German band, avant-garde visual aesthetics, you see.
Yeah.
So this very much, I mean, falls in line with their style and aesthetic. And I love how it then transitions into LL Cool J, because this music in Trans Europe Express was such a critical moment for hip hop music. So many hip hop artists from Africa Bambaataa, Planet Rock is derived from Trans Europe Express, which is, again, electronic music.
That's so true.
You see it's absolutely beautiful.
And let's talk about LL Cool J.
Yes,
right?
LL Cool J.
Because, I mean, first of all, before we get to the artifacts,
Yes.
he's gonna be one of the coolest cats in
Absolutely.
the history of music.
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
One of the coolest. Did you see his car
I
downstairs?
did. Yeah. I shouldn't be paying attention to you.
So we unveiled the car last night. The Audi 5000.
Why was he so cool?
I mean,
what
he
is it about?
truly, I don't know what it is, but it's that God-given thing. You know, he really helped to take hip-hop. He had the sex appeal, the lyricism, the hard-hitting lyrics, and he had the experience. Coming from Queens, he really embodied that, and becoming the face of Def Jam. Like, who could deny that face?
And don't you think that he was also like one of the first like entrepreneurs in
Absolutely,
hip-hop? Even before it was a thing.
Before it was a
Like,
thing.
he knew, like, don't offend people.
He
network.
knew he knew. I mean, but I would also say Run DMC, they were good for that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at the entrepreneurial spirit, taking the brand, turning it into a thing, from the troop suits to the Kangol hats to the Adidas. I mean, that is hip hop. That is hip hop. I love this teddy bear faux fur jacket. It's one of my favorites from a music video called 6 Minutes of Pleasure. So, I mean, but again, to your point, he's so cool and just truly transcended the culture and the music.
Seriously.
And the handwritten lyrics to Bad. Oh my gosh. So also a writer. So when you're talking about 360, triple, quadruple threat, from acting, performing, writing, he has it. He has the beat, as a go-go will say. He has the beat. He has the beat. He does it.
Welcome. You have been so amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
You've been talking all day, so
thank
I gotta
you.
get you some throat coat. But seriously, thank you so much. What an honor
It
to
is.
connect with you.
No, it's
by the
my
way.
honor.
Like,
My
what an energy you have.
honor.